Weather is expected to hit our area next week. We will share more about it coming up.
Also, UTC gets big money for a project in Chattanooga.
I'm Ryan Brooks.
And I'm Caleb Figures. Your news starts now. It's I Love UTC week, but Ukraine is still under fire. Russian troops Friday seized the biggest nuclear power plant in Europe after a middle-of-the-night attack that set it on fire and briefly raised worldwide fear of a catastrophe. Firefighters put out the blaze and no radiation was released, UN and Ukrainian officials said, as Russian forces pressed on their week-old offensive on multiple fronts, and the number of refugees fleeing the country topped 1.2 million.
U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she supports banning Russian oil imports to the U.S. that could strengthen President Joe Biden's hand as global allies seek to isolate Russian President Vladimir Putin's regime. Biden has been reluctant to curb Russian oil shipments to the U.S. or slap on energy sanctions in a way that could reduce supply as gas prices at the pump are already climbing for Americans. But Pelosi's support gives fresh currency for an idea in Congress already backed by wide swathes of Republicans and increasing number of Democrats.
While the nation is watching the Russian and Ukraine conflict, scientists are concerned about the climate. Last summer, the Pacific Northwest region faced crippling heat waves. Researchers believe the swirling stretch across normally cool regions offer a glimpse of the type of extreme weather events that will accelerate in North America. That was some warm weather yesterday.
Will it stay warm? Let's find out from our Chauncey Figures.
Things are definitely warming up in Chattanooga. Yesterday we saw temperatures of over 70 degrees and it looks like the trend will continue. This weekend we'll see highs of up to 75 degrees on Saturday and 81 degrees on Sunday. Weather conditions will be mostly sunny. Temperatures will stay warm early next week, but there will be a 90% chance of rain on Monday and an 80% chance on Wednesday. Temperatures will drop into the mid-60s and 50s from Tuesday on. By next Sunday, there could be a potential low of 27 degrees. Caleb and Ryan, back to you.
A Tennessee State University history professor is working with Apple to create an app highlighting some of the lesser-known leaders in the civil rights movement in North Nashville. Larotha Williams has worked to draw attention to those people more than a decade, the university said. The app will lead people on a walking tour of key landmarks and offer interviews Williams conducted through his North Nashville Heritage Project. The app should be ready by May.
UTC has received a gift of $1.5 million. The announcement was made by the Frost family to the university. Part of the gift will fund an entrepreneurship project benefiting underserved areas of Chattanooga. The gift will also help fund the next phase of the Veterans Entrepreneurship Project.
A tasty explosion of African-American food hit UTC as a part of Black History Month event. Marlon Carter and Timothy McCurry have the story.
The event was held at Lumpton Hall's first floor and it went on from 2 to 4:30. Students was able to sample food from local African-American owned business and connect with each other over the food. Women's Studies professor and event organizer Sandra Ward talked about the importance of the wide variety of food available.
That just shows the diversity of Blackness in Chattanooga, that it's not just one thing, it's not just, soul food, but it is a representation of all of the diversity that makes up Black Chattanooga.
Fellow event organizer and sociology professor Darrell Walsh discussed the benefits of more events like this.
We can partner with those vendors. It's an opportunity to, share what they provide, their service in terms of food, and those of us, faculty and staff and students, get a chance to enjoy some great food.
UTC is hoping to have more events that show off the diversity of great food and the many cultures here in Chattanooga.
International player for Our Lady Mocs shares her senior year with us. Here's Ryan Brooks with the story.
I'm almost graduating. It's really crazy. I think this year has been probably one of the most challenging ones because I've had to step up into that leadership position and really push myself out of my comfort zone and, being like, whether it's like more confrontational or, just being more direct with my teammates and like with news that they probably don't want to hear. But it's just like I had to do that because it's like what was required of me. So I think in that sense it's been quite challenging, but I've also grown a lot. I know my freshman year, personally I think that I wasn't myself. I was very like shy and kind of nervous because I was in a country that I'm not familiar with and around people that who don't share the same culture as me. So I feel like I very much kept to myself, but my teammates didn't see it that way. They thought that I was very outgoing and whatnot.
I know that you miss your family. You live in New Zealand.
Yep.
And how has that been for you? How have you coped with that?
I think my first year, it was just, everything was so new to me, so I was like excited. I was like, I want this time to just find my own self and like be independent. And I really loved, all the new events and everything new about America, because I had only seen it on movies, so it was like very exciting. But I think the thing that normally gets me is around Christmas time and New Year's time, because those are like our big family gatherings when all my extended family come, like from Australia. We all come and spend it all together. So those are the times that was probably the hardest for me. And I think what helped was having FaceTime for sure. My family was like very adamant on FaceTiming me pretty much every day, which kind of got annoying, but I also loved it as well.
So I saw the video where they left you a little message. How did that make you feel?
For my senior day?
Yes, ma'am.
That was so sweet. I wasn't expecting it, honestly. I think one of my assistant coaches put that together sneakily, and it was just like really heartwarming to see them like all come together and be able to do that, because I know they were really like different cities, so it was really, really cute. I probably would have cried if I had saw that on my senior day, like walking out. So I'm glad that they didn't play like S9 basketball career, well, like in like a high level type sense. I mean, I would probably go back home and play some pickup or whatever, but this has always been planned, like college, and then after that I'm kind of done. I want to try something new.
Hello, Auntie Big Pads from me and the little mini pads. We love you, we're so proud of you, and we can't wait to get you back so you can babysit.
Kia ora Parinora, we're also proud of you from New Zealand. We miss you and we love you, and we can't wait to see your graduation video.
Hi Pudsey, congrats on your senior night. We love and miss you heaps, can't wait for you to come home.
Hey Patu, hope you have a good night and kia kaha for your senior game.
We love you, have a great night. Ka kite.
Well, this has been Ryan Brooks with Mocs News.
Groundbreaking will be held later this month that will change the future of UTC athletics. The Wolfer Family Athletic Center will be a 70,000 square feet addition to McKenzie Arena, featuring a new area for sports medicine and hydrotherapy. It will also result in the renovation of McKenzie Arena. The center is named in honor of James Bucky Wolford, an All-American defensive back for UTC football. Now here's Chris Figures with sports.
The Milwaukee Bucks made sure the NBA playoff hosts were still in their view as they defeated the Miami Heat 120-119 Wednesday night. With 1.9 seconds on the board, NBA veteran Drew Holiday drove in the paint, scoring a layup basket that would put the Bucks at the top. They were down 14 points during the game. The Bucks' next two matchups will be a test as they go on the road to face the Central Division leading Chicago Bulls and top-seeded Phoenix Suns out of the conference. Your Chattanooga Mocs men's basketball team not only win this year's regular season title, but they were also recognized for their hard work on the court. Mocs sophomore guard Malachi Smith earned both SoCon Player of the Year and SoCon Sports Media Association postseason poll. Also, head coach Lamont Paris earned Coach of the Year. Graduate guard David Jean-Baptiste was selected to the All-SoCon second team. The Mocs will play in Asheville, North Carolina, Saturday, March 5th at 12 p.m. For the SoCon tournament, they will face the winner of number 8, ETSU, versus number 9, the Citadel. That does it for sports. Caleb and Ryan, back to you.
That's this edition of Mocs News. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to keep up with us on our Facebook page.
We're also on Twitter and YouTube. Have a good weekend.